And I'm back, baby. Back and act and better than ever, ready to farm some soy milk, drinking guppies in the ground like the greasy little piglets they are. And another legendary Maestro video. So I was on Twitter for a second, because I like watching the videos where the Peziantes are getting like run over by cars and stuff. I got a call from a sexy Vix. Hold on. Hello, sexy Vix.
Hey.
Molestata, are you naked, Vixen?
No.
Oh, you were getting a standing ovation because you took off your top. Interesting. Oh, I'm in the middle of a video, so let me call you back in 5 minutes. Okay, big M. Dates. Maybe. Back to my vid. I do like looking at the sexy Vixen more than Pesman Ball, but Shipman Gold, Fuckman Bad, Cuckman Gold. But, so Maestro is going to give you a fair review of what is happening here. So apparently Pesman Ball is finally getting farmed into the ground for comments that he said. So apparently, he said something about like Palestine, and the Israel-Palestine conflict is a big like if you say anything, you get like the woke mob just comes after you immediately. So usually he stays in like what I always notice Pesman Ball doing is that he stays in the, I call it the lactose or intolerant pit of cuckery. He stays in that middle ground of being a pure cuckbag where he doesn't really say either way. Like he never like says his exact opinion. He always kind of just laughs at stuff and like he reacts to it, but then he never goes farther. He never like picks one side really. He always kind of like goes in the middle, and that's how he's able to like build up his viewers. But I guess this time he actually like kind of like said something where it picks a side, and then but let's watch what he said. God, this room is looking better than ever here. Oh, lucky bastard. 950 sodas. This would be my dream. Look at him. He only has $15 million, and he lives like, why does he? Oh, if he just gave me $1 million. Look at him. Wait, so I guess I was scrolling, and this is what he said, so let's watch it here.
People, they have, if you want to consider a genocide as a systematic killing of a group of people, they have genocide built into Sharia law right now. So no, I'm not going to cry a fucking river when people who have genocide that's baked into their laws are getting genocided. I don't give a fuck. They're terrible people. It's not even a question. It's crazy that people don't see it that way. They'd be doing...
Oh yeah, people are not going to like that because... People are not going to like that because he's saying that since the people that are getting killed have genocide in their laws, which is actually true. If you go over there, it's not going to be the best situation, and that's all I'll say about that one. Maestro avoids that. Big damn. Maestro actually stays right in his house, in his room. Big damn. But somehow my room doesn't look like Pesman Balls. But I do keep my trusty toilet papier here. Big damn. Oh, if a hot girl ever comes over, you better believe I will keep the toilet paper that touches her ass. But no, he just shouldn't have said that second part where he didn't care if they get genocided, because not all the people, even though a lot of the people do like believe really bad things over there. That's the problem. Like, it is like a barbaric society over there. But not every single person, but most of them. So Pesman Ball is actually completely right about pretty much everything he's saying. So he's just getting backlash because the woke mob is just coming after him. But yeah, Pesman Ball is like right about 80% of what he's saying right now. But
doing the same thing. And how much did they kill? As many as they can. They're not able to kill as many.
Yeah, because the Arabs or whatever, the people in Gaza, they support like 70% of the statistics show like 70% of the people there support the government, which literally wants to commit a genocide against the Jews. So that's a pretty big problem. So like a lot of those people support their terrible government, which isn't even a government, they're a terrorist organization, obviously Hamas.
Many people as Israel because they don't have as many bombs and as many weapons.
Yeah, and Israel is not trying to commit a genocide. Israel is just defending themselves. And not only are they just defending themselves, the terrorists are hiding in places, the terrorists in Gaza are hiding in places where Israel is shooting rockets. So that's why like civilians are dying. But they're not trying to kill those civilians, they're trying to kill the terrorists who are trying to kill the Jews. So that's a situation with that. So it's just a horrible situation where they end up getting the civilians in the crosshairs. But there's nothing you can do. If Trump Baba was president, none of this war wouldn't have happened. So.
But if they did, they'd be doing the same thing. That's it. Just takes enough. That's right. These people are not your allies. They are not the same as us. They come from an inferior culture that is horrible. It kills people for their identity, and it is directly antithetical to everything Western values stand for, and it is an inferior culture in...
He really needs to change this picture up here. Why am I the most offended by this picture here? This is disgusting.
all ways. It is that simple. No, I don't feel bad for them. I don't feel sorry for them. I don't care. They are not the same as us.
So he said they're
come
inferior?
from an inferior culture that is horrible. It kills people for their identity, and it is directly antithetical to everything Western values stand for, and it is an inferior culture in all ways.
Well, I don't see what he said that wasn't true there. Their culture is absolutely horrible. Yep, it's not the greatest culture. Big deal. So people are really mad about that, apparently. Let's see. This racist piece of went on Maestro pretends that shit is a bad word, but then the Maestro will get demonetized. Son of a bitch. When on Twitch Live, said the pill. Inferior dollars. So it wasn't like that bad. I mean, he didn't say anything like. It was all pretty much true. No, it was completely true actually. But then then I saw he was apologizing and shit. He needs to stop apologizing. Stop apologizing, peasant. Just and I tweeted, just stand there with your Wendy's chicken nuggets and squirt your old Pepsi into their eyes and fucking press on. He said, looking back on it, I was way too much of an asshole about the Palestine thing, my bad. Of course, no one deserves to have their life destroyed. Well, he just shouldn't have said that they deserve to be killed. That's the only thing that was, like, bad. The rest of it was true. Like, their culture is obviously horrible. They're supporting a terrorist organization. Not all of them are bad. Like, not all of the civilians are bad, but a lot of them do support the terrible government and hate the Jews. So, I mean, that's a slightly... Yeah. So, I mean, like, let's just say 80% of what he said was true, but obviously then they're going to come after him and try to destroy him. But he should never apologize, even if he... Oh my god, and then Pezquo, the frizzy-haired Afro bitch bag. And it's crazy. It's crazy because Asmongold is usually, like I said, he's lactose intolerant. He just sits in the middle of everything, and then he's able to get the most views out of everything because of that. But this one, he said something that people really don't like, and now people that are even like would pretend to be friends with him that are really his fake friends, like Cutco here. He's like one of the he's obviously a complete nobody, but he's one of the people who got carried through his entire worthless life by being a frizzy-haired Afro cucked out pygmy weasel who works for Blizzard, even though he's complete trash and has absolutely no talent. He's, of course, even saying some dumb shit. I really think you should visit something kind of like, well, what is this cucked out tweet? Like, trying to, like, chide Asmongold. Like, stop trying to chide Asmongold. Like, this is so lame. Like, people who do this are just so fucked in the head, trying to, like, bandwagon on and, like, say some, like, lactose. Let's see what he said. It will help you give a real perception of what... It's such a fake tweet. There are people, instead of, oh, yeah, we're just going to travel around fucking Morocco so I can get kidnapped by some fucking slavers, instead of the point of view that keeps getting parroted in Western media. It's not perfect, but you'll see the hospitality everywhere from the people. Unlike even... People will invite you to their homes. They might invite you to their homes and then you never come back. I do generally like your takes about stuff, but this seemed out of touch. Either way, I don't think you should be crucified over it. I think a lot of people that look up to you do appreciate you owning up to it. It's such a laden with treacherous tweet at him. It's trying to like chide him, but at the same time educate him. And when you say educate him, it really means like you're not educating, you're forcing someone what to think. Or like they always say, oh, we're going to educate you on something. And in reality, it's the complete opposite. They're just going to try to force something down your throat. Oh, God. Oh, God. You say one thing and people try to crucify you. It's disgusting. But the thing is, the culture over there is terrible. It's not untrue. It's not untrue at all. Just like black culture is terrible. Just like the black people in the inner cities, their culture is terrible. It doesn't mean that black people are bad. It just means their culture is terrible. Like, their culture is guns, drugs, crime, not getting good grades in school, not having fathers in the home. There's nothing wrong with saying that. But you get crucified for saying stuff like that, even though it's true. When your culture is terrible, it just ruins your entire... It ruins everything, you know? But, yeah, you shouldn't apologize anyway. You didn't say anything too bad. And now the Maestros gets canceled right afterwards. Legendary. Not that I haven't been canceled 2,000 times already. For no reason, too. Crazy. Because one time I said, you think girls can play WoW? Which obviously they can't. They're terrible at WoW. And they get carried by every guy. That's not even controversial. And I got banned for a year for that, somehow. And I was even saying it in like a joking way. After I like destroyed this one girl in arena and then humped her dead body in arena. And then I was like kind of saying it in a joking way. But it's not a joke, it's true. Girls are terrible at WoW. In like all video games, so. But legendary. Okay, well, that's the Maestro's video. Hopefully you like it, subscribe, and with that, the Maestro never gives up.